Where is it? Nope. Nope. Yeah, I was just clicking my buttons wrong. That's what I get. Because I don't know what I'm doing. It's okay. And that's how we're opening tonight. Is I'm clicking the wrong buttons. So there it is. Um, Hi. I've got the chat window, I think, popped out so I can see if anybody talks to me. I opened up with a question. I did a whole live for you on Tuesday and didn't hit the right button. So I got some work done, but you unfortunately were not along for the ride. Today's drink of choice, Dr. Pepper, blackberry. All right, we're gonna just start playing a cat. Cat is Peach. Oh, am I? What is everybody else working on? I was talking to my kid, and I think for sure what I'm going to do is when we do roll the dice, per se, spin the wheel to see what UFO we're working on, we'll finish that UFO completely, even if it's 2 or 3 episodes. Um, that way you can see the completion before we spin the wheel again. All right. Makes more sense. There was just too many things to think about. And he pointed out something. Him's a smart cookie. Woven. Oh, we haven't done that one in a while. So I'm also posing to you how do you want me to link you some of this information? Do you want me to find the author's website and link to a series or just to the author there? Do you want me to link it on Goodreads? Someplace maybe I haven't heard of, Amazon? Because I just got to come to the realization that you guys are going to hear me talk about books a lot. All right. That didn't sell. Oh, my thread broke. I could, I think on the last episode, which, what do we want to call those? Episodes, chapters, workings, kind of like workings. I don't want this to sound too witchy and turn some people off, though. Of course, I think that's the whole fun of this is I don't care, I guess. You either like me or you don't. I'm not going to be somebody I'm not. All right. Gosh, and you guys even missed the chicken story. Ah, what is going on? No, that was, okay, I don't freaking know. Done now. Well, that sucks. But it'll be cut off. So I have a kind of a goobery here. But it's going to be locked in to other pieces. It's going to be cut most of it off. And, whoops, It's a wall hanging, so it doesn't have to be that strong. Uh, we're good. Yeah. All right, we're gonna be good. I wonder if this thing dings when somebody says anything, so we don't have to say something while we're on here. I just sold one of these on the website. So if that was one of you guys, thank you. One of this pattern. Huh. Hey, how about we build in a coupon code for you guys? And you use it when you follow the links and purchase from my website. I kind of like that. Do you like that? That's discounts for you. And I can track, you know, whether anybody's freaking purchasing from the links. That'd be fun. So see, there's one more thing to fucking figure out. What kind of discount? What word should we use? Ooh, maybe just feral. What do you think of that? That might be fun. Whoops, I didn't flip my camera. Just gonna. Looks like every time I start recording, I've got to retrain myself. Hey, the cameras all came up this time. The problem with last time was absolutely everything was working against me. One of the cameras didn't come up. Couldn't figure out how to fix that. That was 20 minutes or so. Get that fixed. Then the sound didn't work. Finally got figured what happened there. That was easy. But the tablet not showing up, that wasn't so easy. And then I thought I hit the go button and it didn't. I go to turn it off and there's not a damn thing to turn off. Oh, I should bring my. We kind of have a. But I want him home. I mean, I want him at work. We have this awesome stuffed animal that my friend made that's kind of the mascot. It's a so cute. It is a crow that wears a witch hat. And the witch hats are so easy to make. We're going to make a bunch of them. Daisy, you okay, sweet love? There's a ramp. Mm-hmm. Yeah, can I set you on top? All right, no falling. There you go. I did say we were filming at home. Okay, old girl rolled off the step. Interwoven moon. Okay, that's good. I'm out of credits on Audible. That's what I use. What does other people use for, what do you all, not just other people, what do my watchers use for audiobooks? I don't want to, I mean, I like the idea of Libby and my own library, but I'm not very patient and I want the next one, not wait around for it. I think that would drive me insane. To be fair, it's not a big trip. It would not take long to get there. Okay. And of course, I just finished book one in the Rachel Aaron Heartstriker. Justin. Justin was the main guy. Evidently, it goes through the whole clan, and I happen to start deep into it. A, B. Alright. I like the idea of linking the books probably to Goodreads the best because it's not it's freaking owned by Amazon, but it's you don't buy really through there. It's just books. And I like that idea. But not everybody has that. There's a couple different ones like that. I actually has anybody done fantasticfiction.com? That's technically my favorite. I've only just last year forced myself to shift over to whoops to that would have pissed me off. Goodreads. Because I was well, come to think of it, Fantastic Fiction might actually be fucking owned by Amazon too. No, no it isn't. No it isn't. That's how I do my logins. One of them is Amazon and one of them is Facebook. Haha, that is the difference. But it's what I like. I like how Fantastic Fiction is set up. That's what I did last time. Wow. You all know I hate threading this fucking thing. All right. Fantastic Fiction to me just does a really good job of putting the book series in order, and I don't know. It just I operate well over there, but none of my peeps got into it, so I'm the only one over there. I'm lonely. Lonely. So I went back to Goodreads and just make myself figure it out. But I do like that you can put a goal in and it'll track how many you've read. Fantastic Fiction is just information. I would say a wiki page, but not everything has a wiki page. No, I'm not going to create it. Dude, I already do one live every month for the shop. Oh, the other kid is home. I'll get loud here for a second. BBC. Hey, let me more. Well, I'm impressed. I just told my nobody is watching while I'm streaming audience that it was going to get loud. It did not. How's work? Hey, we should flip to that. Hold on. Look, this is your puppy. This is Scully, Dana Scully. Hey, look that way. Hi, pups. Oh, you don't care, Dad's got food. pretty much, pretty much. I'll leave me alone. I want to go get food. So funny. Okay. All right. That was Avery, my youngest. And the youngest dog. There's currently 4 dogs and 4 people, and that works for me. Sorta. I think 3 is a better number to own. I think 4 is kind of a lot. Especially when shit hits the fan. Okay, so maybe I need to keep a diary of what the hell we talked about. Did I talk about the um praying mantis the other day? Maybe I should keep notes. Maybe I should make notes of what the fuck I talk about so that I don't repeat the stories and I don't become. Then you won't know that I've gotten Alzheimer's and I keep repeating the same story. Dog, pills, pray. I'll lose that, but there you go. I can start thinking it's a good idea. So the beginning of July, our lovely little shits there. You have seen 2 now, the youngest and the oldest. I think it was a group effort, but I think 2 of the 3 did it. I'm pretty sure Dusty sat there and barked at him. But I had a brand new bottle blue shade and the moon. That is the circles. Okay, then I changed. Okay. They got a full 90 count bottle of Galaprant, which is like, hey, we're getting a refund.
We're getting a what?
A refund on on all the vet shit.
Why?
They took a deposit on the minimum care that it should be for each dog, which was $11,000 and change. It wasn't quite 11,500, but maybe 2. And I got an email the other day from them wanting me to sign something. They're giving us a $3,500 refund.
Guess
Yeah.
they charged us more than they needed to.
I'm predicting Dusty didn't need as much care as they predicted, being as she's a good girl. And so I spoiled it. It's all right. So I got this bottle. They're tiny little pills. Got this bottle while we were at dinner. Freaking, I think Watson fished it out of my bag, and I think Scully chewed it open because Watson doesn't have that many teeth. All right, what are you hung up on? So we end up rushing the girls to our Dove Lewis, which is an emergency animal hospital. It was 100 and something per dog to be put on the list to be seen. So, whoops, I screwed that up. So we paid that, went and sat down. Then they call us back out because, uh, being as this is a poison thing, they wanted us to call the ASPCA, get one of their vets, get a case number, CDE, get a case number so that I pay $100 to get a case number. So I could give it to my vet, and when they have time between emergencies, they can contact the ASPCA poison control and then they'll talk to them about how to care for my animals. I thankfully have never needed to know this, but that seemed weird to me. So now we're already up there in money. I don't care. They're my kids too. But we're all stressed out and shit. The puppy there was one of them. She puked on me on the way up. So she obviously already started to evac the issue. Watson did not, however. She did not puke on the way up. They induced vomiting. Dusty's sitting there going, what the hell's going on? I doubt she had any of them. But the poison control basically said, if on a best case scenario, if you took what was in that bottle and split it 3 ways and each dog only had a third, it would be extreme poisoning. So, I mean, they're making it sound like they're dying. I don't know. They're okay, as you can see. But, hey, Miss Daisy. Um, yeah, once we sat there till it was like 2 in the morning. The vet comes in and basically says, after talking to the ASPCA, we've come up with a treatment plan for your dogs, and um, this is what we want to do. We need to collect the minimum. Each dog was going to be a minimum of, oh God, I can't remember. Max 500 and something a dog. 3 something to 5 something. I don't remember. Um, and we're like, all right. And they're like, okay, is it okay to charge the same card that we charge so you can walk through the door? Ouch. Yeah, okay, I guess we're getting a big Costco refund this time. And shit, they take all of our money, they bring our dogs back so we can see them one more time before we leave for the night, and off we go. That was horrific. I'm sure they weren't pleased either. So I'm guessing, so that's what happened. I'm guessing Dusty just sat there and laughed. And I don't think she needed as much care, so that's probably where we saved a little too. But fast forward, last week, I I don't know why, in my head, praying mantises are good luck. I don't know if I'm playing off of some, and I mean, Mulan had a thing about a lucky grasshopper, right? Or cricket? Lucky cricket. Anyway, it's probably bullshit, but practically sitting on top of each other, guys. So I see this praying mantis. We have these big metal cranes beside our front door. Oh, there the shit. Um, and on my way in, I saw this praying mantis on the one to the left of the door. And I just was like, oh, God, I haven't seen one of those in a long time. Thank you for blessing our home on the way past him. I said it out loud, even. Not sure why. Just did. And then a couple days later, I'm flipping through, I go to check my email for something, and I see Dove Lewis. I'm like, what the hell? So I go and I look at it, and I needed to electronically sign something. I'm getting $3,512 or something like that back as a refund. I'm like, Yeah, I'll sign that shit. No idea. They didn't tell me why. I'm not gonna look a gift horse in the mouth. So then that took overall, between blood work and other vets too, with the discount or refund, approximately $9,000. Yeah, that hurt. Yeah. So fuck yeah, I'll take a discount. The next morning, though, still before I'd gotten the email, when I went to leave the house, for some reason the praying mantis wasn't. He was just on the sidewalk, or on the step, not up on the crane. So I sat down and grabbed a little. Ah, damn! Grabbed a little branch, and he climbed on it. And I'm like, "Oh, he's not dead. That's good." And I carried him over to the hydrangea. I set him on the hydrangea and left, and then got that email the same day, or saw it. I probably had it for a few days. I hate checking my email. I don't even want to know how many emails are in there. And I bet you my waters. No, I still. I don't know. Oh, did anybody? Wait a minute. Evidently, it's not going to. Hi, Valerie. How are you? I hope it wasn't a real long time. Evidently, it's not going to ding. Is there a. Nope, I don't see where I can add it either. There's probably some really stupidly easy way to do that, and I just don't know what the hell it is. Okay, now I gotta put a section together, I believe. Let's look at this. What the hell numbers did I just do? 14. Okay, we're doing. Whoops. It's one over here, and it's gonna go right here. That should finish our moon. Cool. Where are you from, Valerie? If you're still on. Oh, wait, how the hell did that go? Wait, didn't I find another easier way to see that? Well, if I did, I don't know what it is now. Oh, here it is. I accidentally had these pages photocopied too, even though I didn't need it. Good thing it didn't cost me very much. Do you paper piece? 14 is up in the corner. Kind of like that. And I'm kind of dreading to see what the first number is going to be coming up. You know, they're UFOs for a reason. I probably really didn't want to do any of them. Wait, wrong side up. 13, 17. Where's 13? 13. 13 is going to be there with 12. 18. Oh, oh, 19. Oh, nope, that's 16. Where's 19 then? Did I miss one? Well, crap on toast. 17. Oh, 19. It looked bigger. So this is supposedly here, making a nice straight line. And then 16's coming up here. Give it that diamondy shape. And come down. And this goes there. Boy, this is always nerve-wracking. I never feel like it's perfect. Oh, wait a minute. They want me to do these two first. This is where I'm never sure. So I split the difference the same amount on either side and hope that that works. Okay, and then they want 14 added to that, but they do want 15 and 16 sewn together. We can do that one, and that's going to butt right up against. Oops, I was all showing the camera. And the camera's over here. That's going to be the hardest shit. Okay, 19, 15, 16. Then those two together, 17 and 18 together. Okay, so gotta tell stories, right? So I told the, huh, I can see much better on this side. Damn it, I hit the buttons. Not hard enough, I guess. Okay, well, just for that, I'm gonna leave it there. Probably poke it that way. Okay, gotta make a sign. I think I'm okay. Thanks. I got something to drink. I'm not going to be eating, so I'm not rude. I did get one person say hello. Probably split though. I get it. I tell you, this is super slick. I love this tip. Daisy's full of eye crystals. Okay. Okay. So, I don't want to tell all the good stories and not have anything for future episodes or whatever we're calling them. How do we want that? I don't know if I like that. Look how big that jog is. Nope. You read all these books, and they have where the hell's my seam ripper? Everybody's got a nemesis. You know, Batman has Luther. You know, everybody's got a nemesis. In real life, we typically don't. Ah, I do. I do. It's just underhanded. I mean, some of it was like flat out telling my customers that I was gonna lose my business and that she was gonna buy my building and move her store there. I'm like, don't have one of those. Probably won't do. Probably shouldn't have even said that. So I probably won't say any more on that one. Anyway, so we got a robot vacuum. So it's little disky things. Okay, it's supposed to go here. And I think we decided to call it creature. Like the house elf in Sirius Black's house. The little fucked up dude was stealing shit and had to be helpful but was really useless. Yeah, we called it creature. And because we have all of these skeletons in the building. God damn it. I don't like that either. I'm never sure how to line those up when I'm coming such angles there. We fix the other one, we'll fix this one. So we found, we have this little, it's supposed to be a wiener dog, but it's like 10 inches, 11 inches long, stands, uh, lights up, it barks if it gets bumped or vibrated. So it wags its tail too, which I totally forgot that it wagged its tail. And so we put it on the Roomba. So, yeah, basically, the fucking thing didn't stop barking for like 20 minutes. It was Rhonda's idea, yet she's the one that had to turn it on. Constant. If the lights turn green when it's activated, and you can see it go black and then green very, very quickly. All right. All right. Today, evidently, is seam ripping. I don't care. There are some things you can fudge. There are some things I don't want to fudge. So that goes like, was that even right? Well, that wouldn't be right. Let's look at that again. So that's 17, and this is 18, and 18 goes. But if that's straight, look how off that is. If, I bet you that's what I gotta do. Because if I put it together and it was jogged like that, oh, it piss me off. So I'm glad I saw that. Now I know. sneezing? Who's sneezing? That's not Daisy. That looks way better. This one. And that does not. I thought this was one that we fixed. Fuck it up. Maybe I should have put booze in this. Maybe I need to get high. Maybe if I were higher, I wouldn't be overthinking this. Let's see. So in the description I put down what my favorite, probably my very, very favorite series. We all have too many to pick just one. But favorite series is one of KF Breene's, and she Leveling Up series. And Magical Midlife Madness, I believe, is book one. It is so damn funny. I think what I'm going to do is the same thing and do the point of the blue. I think there's going to have to be a little bit of trimming to make these fit right. This one I like. Let's press this one. Oh, it's messy. I like it because it's not some 20 something. I mean, this woman is older. She's in her 40s. She's had a kid. The kid's gone to college, gotten a divorce. I mean, there's a couple of them out there that are regular women, not 20 somethings that save the world kind of thing. Anyway, she inherits a house, a magical house. Her butler, she has a butler, is a gargoyle who's a stuffy old twit. God, he's very stuffy. I mean, nobody has said anything, but I almost wouldn't hesitate to say that he could have a British accent kind of thing. The neighbor is Irish, so she does a fantastic Irish accent, and so that's fun. And she's pushy old broad, and they'll be saying that about me someday. Um, there's a vampire that's the groundskeeper, and he's just fucking insane. He keeps asking to be retired. Every time he fucks something up, he asks to be retired. But to retire a vampire is to kill them. And it's then the love interest is the local shifter who basically is the alpha but does not claim alpha status because of yada yada yada. I'm not gonna get into that. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna try that. Then you got some of the weird townsfolk. He owns a bar, so there's a few wild characters there. She doesn't know anything about magic, shifters, gargoyles, vampires, none of that. She knows nothing about any of it. And to watch her come to grips with figuring out that magic is real. Okay. You saw me put those points together. They're not, but it's pieced right. So I'm gonna let it go. It is not worth any more of my figuring out. It does work. So. Um, what else? Watching her come to terms. Yep, yep. They call the non-magical people that come through town because it's a supposedly a wine town. They call them Dicks and Janes. Janes, obviously, women with no magic. Dicks, men with no magic. And so, yeah, I know every joke that's coming. I still fucking laugh. When things are bad, um, I've had my husband have to go to the hospital for like a week. And so you're hanging out in the ER and you're just, well, let's just do something that I don't have to concentrate on. And that's my go-to. I redo it ever so often. Hey, Breene, when's the next one? So, yeah, I didn't put water on this one, but seems to be okay. What kind of timing we at? I don't know. Move windows around and I can't see it. We're getting there. Then you add in more gargoyles, but that just she can put a nice mix of characters together. It is quite attractive. It's like if you think something's missing, somehow that character comes along to do something else, and just funny. All right, so as we're getting close to the end here, probably can finish piecing this guy. All right, now what am I doing? You guys have a little bit of homework. Homework? It's summer break. Um, you need to let me know what your favorite series, one of your favorite series is. You need to tell me what format you would like me to share my book information because everybody ends up wanting to know what I'm talking about. And what we should call ourselves. Doesn't did I already lose a piece? Where's the 1817? Shit. Right side up. So I can't find it. It's right in front of me. 17. I'm sure there's 1,000 more things I wanted you to do, but that's okay. This 1718 piece needs to be sewn to 19. Hey, you know, that's kind of bugging me. I put something down here, but we're gonna just. I'm not gonna want to stay. I gotta see what side. Okay. And I'm not sure. The last live that wasn't a live, I asked what your favorite paper piecing paper is too. Still wouldn't mind knowing that because my favorite is getting harder to find. I think I want that slid down a little further. Mine is June Taylor's Perfect Piecing. It's kind of like more cloth type. And I'm not going to put a link to that because I'm having a hard time getting it. So it's not even in the store. It's kind of scary because I like paper piece. And that's my favorite. Let's see. Evidently, I didn't trim enough. Crap on toast. Okay. So I put a clip in there because I wanted to make sure that I kept it where it was, so I knew how far to nudge it, which I'm only barely doing it. Oh, I asked about streaming platform, or not streaming, audiobook platform. Much better. Annoying when you have to do it though. It's part of the process. Oh, I gotta do the thing. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe and hit that bell so that you can be told when I go live because I don't have a real set schedule. That way you'll hear your ding alert that I'm on and you can grab something to drink and figure out what project number I'm on and sew with me, which would be fantastic. And then we can bitch about our projects together. So going forward, as soon as we get this one together, this project is ironing out the kinks, getting that like loading screen figured out, trying to figure the chat out. Can't see it very well. Oh, hey, someone's here. What's that? Good evening. I'm great. Glad I found your live tonight. Louisiana. Oh, I had family from there. Um, I keep what the paper piecing. I need someone to actually show me. I have a video in the how-to section. I can't believe I can fucking say that. Actually, I have playlists. Holy hell! Definitely not something I saw. Um, one of them walks you through some paper piecing, but we could probably try to figure out how to do something. I won't be able to be right there, but we might be able to do it on Zoom or something. Um, what am I doing right now with that glue? Yes, already like this. Thank you. I'll show you what this is. Let me press this. And this one where? There. All right, so let me grab a piece from the next section just so I can show you. Wait, leaning too far. All right, I just wanted a small piece. Here. I am fine stopping to show somebody something, but I don't want everybody to think that when they get on here, I'm going to teach everything. So, when you paper piece, each section is numbered. So this is section 40, which means it's a fairly large. And what you do it to start, you find your A, you hook A to your paper, then you go to B, C, D, E. Well, I don't like putting a pin in that. Sometimes the section is smaller like this. But I'm okay with glue. So there are craft glues. Soline has one. Sue Daly has one. I get, and that is not gonna be focused. Anyway, permanent. It's Duck Easy Stick. It comes out as like little light blue dots. You can kind of hear it. It kind of looks exactly like it sounds. Huh, that's kind of odd. So what I do is, because this sticks to the paper and doesn't stick to my fabric, so no adhesive goes to it. Even an Elmer's glue stick works. Water soluble, you're fine. This is a wall hanging. I'm not overly worried about it anyway, but I've done some pretty big projects using this. So I put a little glue on the back of number A. Then I have to figure out what the hell A is. Light dry brush, just this. So then I will put my section. Think of the paper as like another fabric. So all the words and the symbols is the pretty side of the fabric. If you can't see it, that's the back. Same with the fabric. So that's how you're going to know ugly to ugly to start, and then you'll do pretty to pretty going forward. So then it holds it while I'm maneuvering the next piece. So then I would fold my paper back on the line between A and B. X. And then trim that 1/4 of an inch somewhere. I hear my kids talking. And then pick your B one and go forward from there. I'll start another piece after I hook these together, but that will probably be the next one. Okay. So really, where does this go? 17, 18, 19, 13, 12. So just bear with me while I figure out all this fucking electronic stuff that I actually do not get. 17, 18 to 19, I did that. 12, 14. To 14. I see it. So this needs to go together. Really? So that's where it's going to be important because this is a moon. I know that that's what this is. If you haven't seen it, this is what we're doing. Wrong direction, opposite. I'm doing the nighttime one. So it's the moon and it's really definite. So that's pretty obvious that that's going to have to match. Let's see. This is my first violet craft one. Alright, that's a mess. Okay, over here. At it again. Probably gonna go over an hour a little bit just because we'll get this hooked together here. Am I gonna pitch a fit over that? Nope, I'm not. One thing you gotta realize too when you're doing this kind of stuff, anybody that is looking at your work doesn't know how to do this. They have no clue. So they're going to think it is supposed to be that way. So don't point out your mistakes. So we're going to try this a smidge different this time. Come on, I clicked the button. All right. We're going to paint this on. It's water. That's all it is. But I'm getting it right on the stitch length. And I'm doing that because, yeah, I'm going to end up needing this. I'm doing that because this is thicker paper and it doesn't tear like normal paper piecing paper. So I'm just putting some water on the seam so it'll, sounds like great. It just needs some guidance. I'm going to give, you should give it a try. I go through waves where that's all I want to do, which is kind of where I currently am. And then I'm like, won't do a project for a year. I won't shy away from it if something comes up, but I just go through waves. So there are, I'll see if I can find them and link them. There are some free patterns that you can get actually on Etsy. Etsy will not allow you to do a listing for free. You have to put something in there, and the lowest amount that this person could put on it and still let it accept the listing was, I think, $1. So it's covering her listing fees, is all it's doing, really. But there's some simple Halloween paper piecing ones, and they are pretty cute. I have them printed so that I could teach in the shop. 13, 14 to 15, 16. So that is these two. They do need to go here. And I want the moon to continue going around, which I think is going to end up being more important in the long run. If not, I'll be bitching about it later. All right. All right. I think that's gonna do it. Let's try. But you should be able to go and search free paper piecing patterns. There's probably something just Google. But I was highly impressed because they're freaking Halloween. And that's my jam. Yay! All right. Kids are talking video games. My son is a Twitch streamer, which basically you play video games all fucking day and people pay to watch you do it. Bizarre, right? Yeah. I mean, great. I can't say that we could completely survive on it. But he's got thousands of followers or whatever they're called on Twitch. Everybody calls it something different. So if you need to copy a pattern, thing is you're going to give it another try. You can get your local print shop might have newsprint paper. Mine only has it in big rolls, so I couldn't do that. Um, or you can get kids' drawing paper. It's kind of gray. I can't see through that. I like the thickness, but I can't see through it, and I do too much visual when I do mine. Everybody learns different, right? So I and I can show you that when we start a new section here, which will probably be next time. Whoops, let's press that the other way. Probably be next time because we're already a little over an hour. But when I go to see if the next piece is big enough, did I keep that right here? When it's folded, so I'm looking at the wrong side, and I put a piece of fabric pretty to pretty while it's folded back. If this piece covers this a quarter of an inch out from the piece that I'm trying to fill, then once it's sewn and flipped open, whoops, open, it will also still match the paper. But I kind of like to be able to see through, and I can't. Not on everything. And I don't personally think I care for the vellum ones because, well, vellum is basically a plastic. You can iron on it, but it kind of wants to curl. And that, see, it's part of the moon. I should have done this first. That limits me. A lot of people will finger press too, and I like too crisp of a seam. I like a nice sharp crisp line. So I'm going to, once we get done with this little project, I am going to randomly, I numbered my UFOs. I will be doing a Wheel of Fortune spinner to figure out which UFO I need to be working on. I don't want to lose this much. I will shift it down, but I won't. Whoops. I'm going to shift it down. It's not that much here, but I'm losing a lot here. So I'm going to shift it down, but I'll do it after. Where's the webcam? Come on. How come it's not taking me back to OBS? Huh. Well, anyway, I was gonna talk to the camera, but for some reason, oh wait a minute, can I do that? Was it that? But there it is. I have a hotkey. I don't know why it's not letting me go back in there, which will totally fuck me up when I go to turn it off. But um, I forgot what I was trying to say in the process of trying to get to the fucking camera. Um, I don't know. Sorry. That's that's part of being me is I lose track of what the hell I'm doing. Um, yeah, no finger pressing maybe finger pressing. It doesn't give a hard enough seam. It was after that though. Fuck if I know. It's late. I worked all day and I hung out with you guys. So Oh, playlist. We're gonna do the that was it. The spin the wheel of fortune, figure out which numbered project we're gonna do, and then we'll do a series just finishing that. So I'll break those into different playlists or mark them somehow so you know that this is the tote and that is the quilt and that is the whatever. So if you want to watch them all, you can, or if you want to random all up, that's good too. All right, that is all I have got tonight. Stay stitchy. That I didn't like how that was ended either. All right, I don't know, but oh hey, um, but that's it. In probably a few days, I tend to hit right about the 5 day mark. Good night. Um, thank you for hanging out with me. That was nice. Um, so right about 5 days, I go ahead and put out another one because I thought it was going to be once a month, and I don't want to wait that long, which is good. It means I enjoy it when I do it right. All right. I never know how to sign off on these. Have a nice night. Good night.